Okay folks, Brian here from Northwind Garage. We're going to try to get a little bit more done on the saw head. A little short video here and make some progress moving forward. I know I've been keeping you waiting, but just been weather permitting lately, and we just want to keep moving forward on it. So no further ado, let's get to it. Okay folks, so this air cleaner was not installed when it came with the unit, or it was just sitting there, not on there completely. I don't know why that is. Maybe it was on there and vibrated off in shipping or whatever, but there was a piece of plastic over the intake, so I imagine not. But anyway, there's a tag on here that it says it's shipped with no oil in the engine, which you want to take heed and pay attention to. You're going to have to go to the Kohler manual, find out what it takes, and put oil in it. So, and I will be doing that, just not today. But I do want to get that intake covered up, get this air cleaner back on there. And it came with the engine serial number and specs for the engine, stickers, labels. Okay, so I'm going to save all this in my owner's manual and whatnot, keep it inside in the weather, out of the weather for right now, because I'm not going to stick it on that cold engine anywhere where it might fall off. So definitely want to protect this from the weather. So till we have a nice warm day where I can stick it on there without it falling off. So it can only go on one way here, and the Kohler quad clean is facing the front, and it lines up with these little tabs. Definitely a good idea to keep this on, especially in this environment. The mice and stuff, they love to get in little compartments like that, build a nest. Alright, so I feel confident that that's protected now, so perfect. Alright, on to the next thing. Okay folks, so this little bolt came like this. It was already in there. So instead of trying to hunt for it, that's a M10 by 25 millimeter bolt. Yeah. It's a little proud, but that's a 25 millimeter bolt. Okay, so that's it. That's the one that goes there. And then they're showing in the picture, this came like this with the spacer on this side. Everything put together. So they're trying to help you out finding the parts. So basically, the way I'm seeing it here in the photo, the bolt wants to come through this cross member in the frame with the spacer on this side. So if we just pull this out, and the other spacer's already in there, so we're going to want to put that through like that, and this spacer will be on the back side like this. I'll set that there a moment. Take this off of here. It'll come apart. Wow, that's on there. Hold on a sec. Okay folks, so that had a little bit of a friction fit there because of the taper on the bolt, but or maybe they put a little drop of glue on it just to hold it in place. I don't know, but there it is. So we're going to go ahead and start assembling this the way that it should go. So let's see here. This is going to come up in here like this. Basically get that started so it won't fall on me. And this now this is going to go through. Now they're putting washers on every end of the bolt, so both ends of the bolts are going to get flat washers. Alright, so that goes in there like that. Maybe I'm going to have to undo that. Alright, so now, in the picture, it's showing the flat washer on the end of the bearing. So this is going to go in there like this with your little spacer up against the lead screw. Then another flat washer. Okay, and there's a little spacer in there. See that? Keep these two separated. And then it's got the nylon lock nut to go on this end. So, yeah, get this all figured tight. And then a washer and a lock nut on the bottom. All right. So this M10 12mm bolt, it doesn't show any washers on that. I don't know why. They put washers in everything else. I guess not that though. So this is going to be for our height adjustment. Alright, perfect. Get a wrench to tighten that. So folks, they give me an extra one of these. I think I did see one fella on YouTube said he had a problem with this, and yeah, it looks a little different design on the end there. Looks like maybe they've had a problem with it and dealt with it. So this setup here is a little different. This setup here is a little different than that one. So that's nice to know that they're trying to solve problems with design flaws and this and the, you know, and this and that and the other. So that's really comforting to know that, you know, they actually care what's going on. Yeah, that's good to know. I love it. That's an 18mm, folks. I'm just going to go through here and just tweak these up a little bit. that is. It's not. The wire rope lift cables come coiled up and both are assembled at one end of the back beam post sheet sleeves. The lengths are specific to each side, so do not swap them. Okay, so presume you have to look at the book. Now it's showing route lift cable A around lower pulleys. So the lower pulleys, that would be the one on the right. So that wants to be on the lower pulleys, which is down here, and this would be the upper pulleys. So it's showing under here. I don't know if you can get in the front and see that. So it's got one of these connectors here and one here. Now it's showing the right side lift cable around the lower pulleys. So that would be here. Okay, so you see?
Yeah.
Alright, we can make Alright, so I'm just gonna do that all hand tight. Now, back to the directions here. So the one on the left is going to go down over this pulley and over the top of this one. and the other one goes on the bottom. So this one's just the opposite on this side. So it goes like this. Alright, so I'm going to put a little tension on this, folks, just to hold it. Also, I know I want to tighten these first. I see how they're out there quite a ways. Just want to get that a little closer, just so we don't bend the bolts. All right. Let's give it a little test run. Is it raising it? It is, isn't it? Look at that. Alrighty then. Okay. So the saw head lift is assembled. I'll tighten up. Okay, folks. Well, let's see. Those are tightened up. Log scale. 2 M6 22mm bolts. So this is the log scale. It's got these magnet measuring sticks on them. I'm just going to take them off, stick them on here temporarily, and deal with this. So, on our parts list, that bag with the log scale items in it, the 2 magnetic strips, this long bracket scale, 2 M6 by 22 bolts, so in order to put this measuring stick on, There's 2 holes in the back of the blade guard, right here. You see them? Moving my hand in front of them. We got to get them nuts in there. And it came with all these parts. Alright, so this goes like this. Just like that. But first, so there's a spacer. That goes like this. Knob goes through like this. And this goes through like that. So like this. So that goes in there like this. That goes in there like this. This is going to slide up and down in it. That's just a hand tight setup. So one at a time here. Let's see where my holes are. So this is going to go behind here like this. Watch that. Dropping things in the snowbank. Then you got a little washer. Goes on each one of these. It's a 10mm nut and bolt. And they have a nylon lock surface in there. That blade's peeking out there. Alright, so I got that started. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to snug this, just so all parts are together. I want to watch these with this impact. You just basically you want to over tighten anything. Alright, now, it says, store the other one on the back here when you're not using it. Imagine that. That's cool. All right. It's all right for now. Then okay, folks. So we're gonna call it a day on this one. The video's getting a little long. So we're just moving forward on the saw head portion of the mill here. I want to have all this together before I go putting it on the tracks anyway. So it's all stuff that needs to be done. So one step at a time. There'll be a couple more parts probably to this mill assembly. So bear with me. Stay tuned. Peace out. Till the next one. God bless you. Northwind Garage.